The start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters.
Some really terrific numbers for Thomas. He's got 11 points and a steal. Boy, he's been a big contributor in this one.
And it isn't something that they get from him every game, but I tell you what, they got to be loving it today.
Kicking off the second half, here's Brett Brown's foul. Robert Covington out there with Carl Landry. Then it's Thompson. Then it's Tony Roten. And it's Okafor in at center. Landry with a screen for Roten. For three, Covington. Good. Covington's got the opening bucket to start the second half for Philadelphia.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
The 76ers trail by 12. Thompson dishes to Roten. He feeds it to Landry. And that one is hammered home.
Up high and down hard with the one-hander.
Got a little extra forceful with that one, didn't he?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and I think that's going to rouse up his teammates, no doubt. And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
Thompson passes to Okafor. Puts it up from 12. That misses off the backboard.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Bradley kicks to Thomas. Here's Turner. Off target with the jump hook.
1 for 4 from the field since halftime. They're having a tough time getting it going here.
Here's Roten. Seattle grabs the miss. Zeller's got his third rebound on the night.
And really just straight to the basket with a full head of steam.
Well, if you're going to throw it down, make sure you throw it down with force.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam. And the 76ers call time here. And this is the first they're seeing of Seattle, hoping to tip off the season right. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Roten dishes to Thompson. Kicks it to Okafor. But he recovers it. He with the block.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
To the middle. And Tyler Zeller on the bucket on the assist by Thomas. And Seattle leads by 16.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
Drops in the layup for 2. 6 points for Roten.
That is some real serious dime dropping there. Exquisite assist.
To the paint, here's Turner. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
And stolen by Zeller. Now here's Turner. Not a lot of room. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them beat you from deep.
Thomas, that's good. Thomas got 13 points.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
For 3, Covington. The 76ers with another miss. Here's Seattle. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. Some nice ball movement here by Seattle. Bradley with the ball. Picked up by Thompson. Lee gets the bucket.
And all of a sudden, you can see the confidence overflowing offensively.
Getting everything to drop at an ideal time. I mean, they're poised for a terrific crunch time run here.
Thompson with the bucket.
The defense has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
And I'd be interested to know just how many of these attempts have come from inside of 5 feet.
1:41 left to play in the third. Here's Zeller. And another 3 for Seattle.
This is crazy. Every shot they're taking right now is finding the mark.
literally every shot, partner. I mean, they just aren't missing.
And the call will be against David Lee. That'll be his second foul of the game. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Embiid, he's checked in for Okafor. Nerlens Noel comes in for Carl Andrews. Jakar Sampson's checked in for Robert Covington. And it's Cannon in for Tony Wroten. The pass to Cannon. 5 on the clock. He with the block. And now the fast break. Thomas with the ball. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
I like that creativity, double clutching to catch the defender on the way down. I can go for that.
Cannon kicks to Embiid. And stolen by Zeller. Here's Turner. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
2 shots, gentlemen.
And, guys, the Sixers drafted Embiid 3rd overall despite a foot injury that would keep him out all of his rookie season. Came to the Sixers with a back issue out of Kansas. Of course, they knew all this going in.
Yeah, and Kevin, the Sixers have made an art here lately of drafting players who aren't immediately eligible to play. 2 years ago it was Nerlens Noel, who sat out the season with a knee injury. Last year it was Dario Saric, who played overseas, and now
Kendall Marshall's checked in for Thompson.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne.
Here's Sampson. Makes it off the glass. Sampson's got his second bucket of the game to go.
I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, then you know what's going to happen. There are going to be points put on the board.
Outside Thomas. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Seattle ahead. Run. And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. And Philadelphia has possession. They've got Avery Bradley, Tyler Zeller out there with David Lee. Then it's Turner, and it's Thomas in at the point. That's the lineup in the game for Seattle. And Embiid gets it to go.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
Here's Bradley. Misses off the right iron.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making.
Lee against Noel. And Lee pulls it down. Lee's got his 5th rebound in this one. And it's Turner off the drive. And Embiid pulls it down.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm. They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys too.
Outside Thomas. On the wing, Turner. Just 5 on the clock. Lets the 3 fly. That's good from Thomas on the assist by Turner. 16 points for Isaiah Thomas.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
Count the bucket.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim, unabated in stride.
And it's Bradley off the drive. Marshall with the steal. Now the 76ers on the break. There's a whistle, and it goes on Isaiah Thomas. That's his first foul.
Oh, man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Okafor's checked in, and Robert Covington subbed in for Jakar Sampson. Timeout called the 76ers.
And guys, something new for the NBA is the HGH testing that's been put in place. It's something the league hasn't had too many issues with or even accusations, but better to stamp it out early. And hard to argue that it should be in place.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Carl Landry's checked in for Nerlens Noel, and Hollis Thompson subbed in for Kendall Marshall.
Boy, he is such a ridiculous dunker.
High riser, no doubt about it.
Goodness, I mean, you come to expect plays like that from him, and folks, that never gets old.
Here's Covington. And then Okafor slams it in.
And Kevin, the knack for the offensive rebound, a big part of what makes this guy special.
Not to mention, Greg, his ability to finish with strength, just like that.
Yeah, he's an invaluable asset for them to have. No question about it.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Johnson. Excellent D there from Okafor. And with the HGH test, it's done in every major sport. Seems like the right thing to do for the NBA. Just make sure everyone is on a level playing field, so to speak.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, I think the punishment will be fair. First positive gets you a 20-game ban. The second one is 45.
The 76ers trail by 16. Roten, the pass to Okafor. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Amir Johnson. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul.
Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. From about 16. That one off the back iron and out. Seattle leading by 16. Passes it to Olynyk. Some nice ball movement here by Seattle. Here's Jerebko. And it's off from three-point range. The 76ers have gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. Shot's good.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Johnson attacking. And Okafor with the block. Got a hand on it. They get it back. Landry dishes to Covington. Landry with the screen. In the corner, it's Roten. The second chance effort. And it's Seattle with the rebound. Now here's Crowder. Inside. And it's Johnson. That time on the assist from Smart. And Seattle leads by 16.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
Now, here's Roten. He's guarded closely. And so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here.
76ers ball.
.146 left in the fourth. The 76ers trail by 16. Just 3 to shoot. From deep. No good. Seattle goes the other way with it. Now Jerebko feeds it to Johnson. He kicks it to Jerebko. Can't drop the tough three-pointer.
It would have been something to see if he could hit that shot from that deep.
Greg, you know it. I know it. There aren't very many guys that can hit from out there. But he is one of them. That's the kind of range he has. Looking at the numbers for Okafor, he has 8 points, and he's rejected a shot over the course of the game, too.
And it easily could have been more. He's played an effective game at that end of the floor. And something that's been whispered about around the NBA is expansion. We know there are some markets that want desperately to have an NBA team. The NBA might not be at 30 teams for the foreseeable future.
There are markets in the U.S. that want an NBA team. Seattle, which has been a great NBA friend, has been trying to get a team back since the Sonics left for Oklahoma City.
Clearly, Seattle's the lead name domestically. The NBA has also talked about adding a European division. A lot of different options for expansion. Don't think any will be acted on anytime soon, though.
Here's Sampson, rebounded by Smart. For Seattle, they've gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very